Okay, everyone hear me okay? Okay, welcome. A little bit late start getting on, had to get a few things fixed on that back end there. It should be good to go on the sound. I think you guys should be able to hear the game audio okay now. But okay, welcome to Link to the Past Randomizer, group staging. This is Group G between Malkier and Yoinkerswife. I am Excalibur, and should have a good race between our two runners today. Luckily, the first few minutes, just the good old escape sequence. Just kind of looking at their trackers to see if what we found looked like we found a flute in escape, so that's gonna be nice and convenient for some quick travel. Does give access to the mountain. Can scout some checks there. Okay, so bonk rocks. Okay, nothing much there. And we got okay. That was, I believe, a red crystal in Eastern, green and desert, green pendant desert, and blue pendant Hera. Oh, Zelda Cell with the flute. Okay, we got the Lumberjack. Okay, we're not doing Aggro 1 for that, just a red rupee. Alright, some extra bombs on mushroom spots, so it's always good to have a few extra on hand. Saves from having to do the bonk rocks for guaranteed bomb there. 50 rupees in the drop down, so that should get enough for a bottle vendor with the extra money in finding the village. And Bush Crab with a nice loot there, the 20 rupee drops there. Alright, starting our early checks here. I think the audio is on Malkier's side, and I guess anyone can bring up what this is. I don't know what this is, the music, but nice, quiet, kind of like peaceful music in these areas. Okay, so lots of money. And okay, so other than that, not too much in Blind's house. So the well, let's see, 10 arrows, a bug net. Otherwise, not a whole lot, just more money. Nothing much on bottle vendor, just a shield. So both runners going to be activating the flute. So got Malkier, and then Yoinkerswife will be activating their flute just a little bit. So, okay, so it's also good that getting these streams back on SpeedGaming. I think there was some technical stuff going on the last couple weeks. There was a race on this channel earlier in the day, and that seemed to run okay. So we're hoping this race hopefully will run without really any major hiccups in the stream. Alright, so Kakariko is fairly empty. don't really think we got much of anything. All right, Malkier on to South Shore. Yeah, that's probably the only thing we did get in the Kakariko. Pretty sure there's ways to actually make the bug net, like you actually have to use this. I mean, it can reflect the... You can use it on Aga, I believe. However that works, I don't know, but it works. Alright, so the dried up dam was the red boomerang, so not much there. Alright, mini Moldorm. Okay, so Samaria and Mushroom. Now, oh, I mean, they can turn into Mushroom at any point. Can't do, fake powder yet. You're gonna need at this point, a hammer. You're gonna need access to that bat. So, see if they opt to save the mushroom, or they might safe scum it, actually, because that's a very quick save with that flute. Okay, nothing in Ice Rod Cave. Right, Malkier going for Water Walk. Fairly standard here. To scout some more these early checks. Yeah, Yoinkerswife is probably going to be doing the same thing. Early game is kind of a standard set of checks to do here. Nothing on the island, just a red 20. Alright, I mean, that's not a bad output from the Waterfall Fairy, so that's plenty of money for Zora and a bottle of blue potions, so that's going to be a sick kit check on top of it. Let's see if Zora has anything for us today. I mean, we got a lot of money early, so maybe... Or is it just going to be just the usual scam? Yeah, no, that's definitely not a scam. So that justifies all that money that all the runners were getting here. I think we saw at least a couple of 300s. I think the single 100 rupee drop and a few 50s. So definitely that is... I mean, granted, that's not in logic yet without a glove or flippers. Nothing on Hobo. And Mushroom was just a heart container, and I was wondering if that was the Sank Heart. I didn't quite pay attention to that one. Okay, so Malkier taking first look at the mountain. Yoinkerswife going to desert. Okay, ledge with nothing. Spec rock with nothing. Oh, okay, definitely getting that. So inside Spec Rock Cave is Fire Rod. Oh, okay, yeah. If that's the case, then okay, just a regular heart container there. Gina, just another heart container. I mean, while that fire rod is nice, it doesn't really help with kind of what do we do next. Alright, sick kit check. This is not in logic, so just a red 20. I think we may be down to just Eastern at this point. Probably out of trying to think if there's anything else to do. Okay, so Saha's closet. Let's see what is here. We're gonna need something because we really don't have anything in any direction yet. Okay, that sword is a little worrisome because if it's gonna start leading you to Aga at this point. So Master Sword, half cost magic it's one of those things that you're always gonna take that. If it's right there, you'll take it. I mean, free half cost magic, I don't think anybody's gonna turn that down. So at this point, just a lamp away from Aga. And in terms of other Dark World, we only have a Moon Pearl. So we're gonna need either 2 gloves, glove hammer, or something like a hook shot that gives us more checks. Yeah, I think even in the vanilla game, it's all mentioned that magic is cut in half. So it makes it sound like it's bad, but in reality, it's the opposite. Okay, that mirror is interesting. So that mirror is going to put Hera into play. I think we're gonna need more information than this. Hammer. Oh, okay. Now that changes a lot of stuff now. That's East Death Mountain. Oh, this is kind of a little bit of a convoluted route to go here. Yeah, at this point, yeah, Moon Pearl is still not in logic yet. So we're gonna need a glove or flippers. But you got a lot more checks on the mountain now. so nothing there. I think Armos has an item. But granted, this is a red crystal, so they have to come back here anyway, so you're not going to abandon that item. Yeah, a fake powder here. I think that's actually what Yoinkerswife is doing, setting up fake powder. Now, to be fair, I mean, I haven't seen... I'm okay, maybe rarely, but most of the time I don't really see fake powder working. A lot of times if bat is in play, you're gonna find powder, the actual powder somewhere. But once in a while we get something on bat and you don't get powder for a really long time. Alright, well, let's see what's on Magic Bat today. Okay, alright. Game trolling us a little bit here. Okay. Fetch quest into more fetch quests. Okay, meanwhile, Malkier into Hera by just following the item logic. So started with a big key map. Okay, so I can keep climbing Hera at this point. At least we got the big key. Oh, yeah, that's just a game trolling there. All that work for nothing. So, yeah, the fake powder, again, in this case, not working out. A lot of times, I don't really see it work out often. But sometimes it does. So, not wrong to get that magic bat check out of the way. I don't think we've seen any items in Hera so far. Okay, that's one. Okay, so it's now 50-50. Yeah, I mean, there's only a kind of a set number of key items, and then you gotta have, like, tons of placeholders. Like, I mean, like, red 20s, there's, like, what, like, 28 or 30 of them in the seed or something? Like, a number of 5s and ammo refills. So there's not gonna get too much in terms of the actual progression. You know, not gonna have like 4 copies of like Fire Rod or something. You don't have that type of redundancy. Okay, Malkier taking down Moldum. Oh, well. So Blue Pendant, and I wonder if they might just do the basement at this point, because you're kind of a little low on checks. You got East Death Mountain, but let's see. Let's see what they want to do. Yeah, I mean, you got the Fire Rod. You got the mirror, so that's a quick exit, so that does save at least a little bit of time on that end. Yoinkerswife going to be picking up their Fire Rod in just a moment. We'll probably follow course into Hera. Yeah, we're going to have to end up full clearing this place. Just for Blue Pendant, but again, we don't have a book yet, so I mean, we always have to think of Pedestal. Depends where the other two pendants are. If it's like Thieves and like Skull Woods or something, you gotta start thinking, hey, maybe Pedestal might be in play. Okay, so... Well, okay. I mean, that's nice. Okay. Oh, yeah. I think there are two pendants, green pendants in Desert. So it just depends where the red pendant is. So if it's like Thieves Town... I don't think they did a map check of the Dark World. No, I don't think either did yet. But if, like, Thieves Town is, like, red pendant, then start thinking about that a little bit. Okay, nothing on the floating island. Alright, so Spiral Cave, let's see, what do we have here? And nothing in Spiral Cave. Now, we still don't have really a path here. I mean, finding a glove in... Let's see, if we find a glove in here, that's, Aga is, not in play. Because that would put Moon Pearl in logic as well. Okay, nothing in Lower Paradox. Oh, there's our glove. Okay, there's powder. So the bat's in logic now. Oh, okay, game. Alright, that's fine. I guess we're probably not leaving the mountain just yet. So that is double gloves. Oh, that's gonna open a lot of stuff right now. Basement had ether, or Hera Basement had ether. Oh, I'm kind of curious now. What do we got here? Red pendant. Okay, that's in Ice, Vanilla, Mire, Red. Okay. Gonna be an Ice Rod hunt. So that's quite the loaded up Paradox Cave there, so... Yeah, Yoinkerswife is going to have to make another trip back up here, because, yeah, not going to have that pearl. He's going to be able to get it in logic, but that's another trip back up here. Let's see, Super Bunny. Oh, yeah, that's might start hurting a little bit there. So, Blue Boomerang and a Tempered Sword in Super Bunny. Hookshot Cave, I think we only can get this first check. And it's not the hookshot. Yeah, I was actually kind of curious what TR was, because had it been Ether, I mean, that's, you can actually get pretty far in TR, actually. I think you can get all the way to the back. All the way to, like, well, not logically, I mean, Laser Bridge, lamp to put that in logic. Okay, a reasonable hype cave. Quake and another blue potion, so that's good for safeties right there. Yeah, Fire Rod. That definitely gets you at least the front part of TR. I mean, the back end of it is not logic without the strict logic without the lamp. All right, Stumpy. Okay, nothing there. All right, so Malkier just going to be following the item chains at this point, which is always reasonable to do that. Okay, Yoinkerswife should be on their way to the double gloves and the powder, so it knows that that magic bat is in logic now. Now, I'm not sure if Malkier is going to do early Smith chain. Might do Beachtown first. Big game, let's see here. Park container, I mean, that's fine. Yoinkerswife picking up their double gloves. Yep, that looks like that's what Malkier's doing. Go straight for Smith, because you can get all of that. Hammer pegs, magic bat, Smith, purple chest. Gonna get the shovel, so it can get that check out of the way as well. So it's not a bad time to just route this in. You don't have to forget this. Okay, so nothing in hammer peg. Okay, well, that opens up more stuff. Well, there's your lamp, so that is... the pot still requires a bow. So we don't know if that's bow locked, like, from the start. Hey, yeah, Aga's open. After, you already got all the stuff, so... Okay, so Yoinkerswife, we're picking up that Tempered Sword, and that's really all we really can get. I mean, again, Hookshot Cave doesn't have anything, at least the first check. I mean, you finally got Aga in play, but you needed Mitts to do that, so you already, Aga was really out of play by the time you could get it into play. So that is... Oh, okay, that's... that's Ether. Ether for TR. Okay. I mean, are we just gonna assume like Ice Rod is in on Laser Bridge or something? I mean, seen that happen at least a few times. I mean, at this point, there's a lot of checks open. Because you got Yoinkerswife going into Mire. I mean, that's perfectly fair to do. So let's see, Malkier into Village of Outcasts. Yeah, at some point they're gonna have to go to Zora. I mean, that is in play now. Have to get that Moon Pearl. Ooh, okay. Nice free bow on the torch. Alright, the chess game, nothing. Now, curious to see if Yoinkerswife will clear this, will clear Desert, because it is Green Pendant, and probably more so if Landmo has the second item. Alright, Malkier into Thieves Town. It's a crystal, so full clearable, so might as well just run through that place. Okay, no, nothing there. I think these time we found nothing first two checks. At least no items. Alright, so that's only one item out of the front of Thieves, but since this is a crystal, not gonna matter. Just have to clear this anyway. And now, already got both items. Yoinkerswife got both items out of Desert, but given this is Green Pendant, I mean, I don't fault this play. And to be fair, what Yoinkerswife's doing, I think you could put Moon Pearl back here. And this is actually in logic. You know, just because you don't have Moon Pearl, you can still step into Dark World. You can still use the mirror. So this is still fair. Is a logic play here. You'd probably want Flipper's TR and then Ice Rod in, like, left side swamp or something. You know, just force a double dip at that point. And you can't save the portal either, so you can't do any shortcuts for that. Alright, so Yoinkerswife taking out Landmo for Green Pendant, so they'll probably turn that in. And they'll be not that... Well, actually, they could just flute to the potion shop and just go straight to Zora from there. Okay, that's fine. Don't really care about that. They can just full clear. Well, a lot of safeties in the bottles are getting, so that's 2 blue potions and a green potion now. So that's like all your magic safeties and half-cost magic on top of it. Again, always nice to have that half-cost magic since both TR and Skull Woods, I believe, are both crystals. go. Okay, so Malkier getting too blind. I mean, you've got safeties, just use them up here. Yes, I believe the big key was Vanilla and Eastern, so I think Armos has an item. Yeah, Yoinkerswife could be taking that bow that they found in Desert Torch. Alright, Graveyard Ledge. And nothing on Graveyard Ledge. About to see what Armos has. And then they'll turn in the green pendant right after. So this is actually kind of convenient. Kind of get, like, kind of two birds with one stone here. Alright, so King's Tomb with Burna. Alright. So I guess that puts Spike Cave into play. Okay, so nothing on Bumper Ledge, Green Pendant. Okay, here we go. So Yoinkerswife is finally going to make the play to Zora, so that's going to get their Moon Pearl. Yeah, I don't think she's got much left. Granted, I think all of her stuff is actually still in Logic. Even that bow's in Logic. But this will put everything into play, so no issues here. And she didn't really lose much. The only thing, she got the stuff in Super Bunny Cave, and that was really all that mattered. I mean, it had the Bonk Chest and Hookshot Cave had like Hookshot. That might have been a little punishing, but had nothing in this case. So now she can start her actual Dark World exploration. Okay, so that's one item. Moth having the other item would be very convenient, because then you don't have to do the front of Skull Woods. Yoinkerswife also going to be starting out in Skull Woods. So we'll be doing pretty much the same thing here. Now, I think Malkier still has safeties here. Yeah, has another blue potion on hand. Okay, the Burnout, that's kind of interesting play here. I mean, it works. We'll take it. Yeah, I kind of thought that they'd have to pull out the other blue potion, but no, making use of Burnout to get through that fight without really too much of a hassle there. Alright, good moth kill on Yoinkerswife side as well. Able to get that last hit with Tempered Sword there. Yeah, a moth can be a real pain in the butt. Those conveyor belts and traps don't really cooperate with you. Yeah, I think it might be a little bit easier with the cape, since you would just be hitting with your sword at that point. Okay, so there's your other item in Skull Woods. So, done with that. Okay, Malkier just buying up a full stock of blue potions. I mean, you got all that money, you may as well use it for something. I mean, after you finish Zora, big game, still have plenty of money for Pod. So you may as well just max out your safeties. Alright, so we have... no, that's Quake for Meyer, so that was in Hype Cave. So that's good. That is a full clearable Meyer, I believe. Ice Palace is not in Logic yet without flippers. And there really isn't much of a point to doing it at this time. Swamp is a crystal as well, so... Actually, Ice Palace is a red pendant. So that'd be a really odd play to do. I mean, unless you know Pedestal has something. Let's see. Go mode. We need hook shot. We need flippers. We need ice rod, and then possibly some other fetch quest stuff. All right. So Malkier gonna be picking up their bow. Malkier can consider just routing both Pod and Eastern together. I mean, they're both crystals. Got full logic on the level now, both levels now. And now we're going to see if Malkier is going to also go for that green pendant. Because we know it didn't lead to anything, but... I mean, they don't know that. I mean, they can just make them go for a Meyer play at this point. Got everything you need. I believe that's just straight up full cleared. And that's for the other red crystal on top of it. No, go in for a green pendant. Okay, I mean, again, that's reasonable. Get this out of the way. And we still don't know if Ped might be required here. I mean, Ped cannot have flippers, but it can have Ice Rod. And then with Hook Shot on Ped, it really depends on Ice Palace's key logic. Because we're not going to know if it's a Hook Shot locked until someone goes through that. Yeah, that's a bit of a lineup there, and that's kind of just one smooth line in a way. Malkier can take that type of route. You got Meyer, Pod, Armos, Green Pendant, Pyramid Fairy, Catfish, so you can pretty much get all these checks out of the way. And there's not really a whole lot left after that, actually. Because Swamp is not accessible. It would probably be TR at that point. I mean, you got Spike Cave, kind of a loose check there, but yeah, it'd be TR. I mean, TR at this point is full logic all the way to Laser Bridge. So you're going to have to run that through all the way. And assuming, let's say, TR has progression, I mean, Hookshot by itself, well, that only gives Hookshot Cave. Would have to lead to Flippers or Ice Rod. Okay, Malkier going for a dual, should be dual Pod Eastern. Okay, Yoinkerswife is just about to finish up Thieves Town. And I think she started from the north, so she's gonna be working her way like Smith Chain, down like K45, Hype Cave, Purple Chest, kind of working in a counterclockwise direction. I mean, well, it's nice to well, play God mode, have a God Mire. I mean, that's still dependent on the boss key being on the right. I mean, if it's like vanilla boss key and it's vanilla big key, it's not going to matter. You're gonna have to do the whole thing anyway. So at some point, you know, one of them, Yoinkerswife can't go into Mire just yet. Has to pick up Quake from Hype Cave. All right, so small key in the first check, which doesn't really matter here. It's a full clearable. Probably going to work the center and then the Bowlock side after. I think that's kind of the usual play here. You kind of just work one big loop here. So front of pod is kind of usual, not very interesting, just a bunch of small keys, because I think you need at least 4 small keys in the front. Okay, well, there's your hook shot. So that makes TR a more attractive play now, because you can get hookshot cave bunched in with that. Alright, so Yoinkerswife onto Smith Chain. Probably gonna turn off some other stuff. Hasn't done the sick kit check yet, so just get that out of the way. Well, I guess we can see where the keys are, because there's 2 keys in the back, so... And so that would mean... I think the big key chest probably has a small key in it. Because, yeah, I think big key chest has a small key, so key locks a key, the lock locks just another key, so... Because I'm pretty sure you can never have a small key in here, since it's 6 small keys. The Dark Maze is locked by 6 small keys. So yeah, you did have 4 small keys in the front. Okay, blue mail, I mean, not going to turn that down. Yeah, I mean, I haven't played the vanilla in so long, but yeah, I'm trying to remember what's even in those 2 chests. I think it was a small key. And, like, bombs or something. I mean, since the vanilla games is not randomized, it has its items in that set group of locations. So in terms of I think randomizer, I don't think you could put a small key in there. Okay, Yoinkerswife is going to be going through Hype Cave, so we'll be picking up their Quake medallions, so that will be access into Mire. Yeah, at this point, bombos can just be wherever, because since it's not needed for Ice Palace, and Ice Palace is a pendant anyway, you could just put bombos in there since you have logical Fire Rod. And I think Yoinkerswife is just going to be taking that Quake over. We'll be following that. Okay, Mire area. Yeah, but so probably I would think probably gonna take a dip into Mire. I mean, you got Quake, you got access into there. Okay, nice Helmet Surf fight there, and just for a penny. Kind of a cheap boss right there. Drop their last penny. Malkier could be clearing up Eastern, Green Pendant. Yeah, so probably gonna be following through. We'll probably do Pyramid Fairy. I don't think we've seen Pyramid Ledge yet, or did we see that from Yoinkerswife, or either runner? I'm not sure if we've seen Pyramid Ledge yet. And definitely we haven't seen Catfish yet. All right, so we don't have a God Mire. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit more work. I mean, if it's like vanilla big key, yeah, that's like just, well, you're gonna have to play this the normal way. Okay, so big key there. Now we already got one item. Just 10 arrows, so if we find the other item, then we can just skip cutscene chest. Okay, compass chest is... Nope, that's not it. No, Yoinkerswife's just gonna go straight down the cutscene, just check that, just get that out of the way. Alright, so cutscene chest with... Nope, that's just a compass, so... So I'm assuming this is a Pyramid Fairy play on Malkier's side, which might have considered just floating over. Oh no, I haven't completed Mire yet, so you don't have the red crystal. Yeah, because it's Mire and Easter that are the reds. Okay, well, there's the other item. Okay, so nothing in Mire. This is only going to be good for the red crystal. Okay, so we had Zora with Moon Pearl, so that's good. And let's see what the Catfish has. If this is anything good. I mean, still missing Flippers and Ice Rod. And nope, that's not the right blue object we want to see there. Oh yeah, old man rescue. I don't think either runner's done this yet. Oh, Yoinkerswife. Okay. Was it just money or something? I think it was just money. Let me see. Or we could double check here. Oh no, just a heart piece. Okay, so nothing of note. And we have SpeedGaming 2 joining in. Party of 72. Welcome to Link to the Past Randomizer. Group stage race. This is Group G between Malkier and Yoinkerswife. Again, just casual boots. Which is just kind of standard race here. At this point, we are looking for Ice Rod and Flippers for Go mode. And I'm starting to suspect Turtle Rock might be the play here, because that's going to be a pretty good density of checks. Hookshot Cave as well, so that's another, I think, 4 more checks they have in there. Ice Rod on pedestal. That'd be pretty mean. The thing is, I think that is possible, as long if gotta find Flippers first. Okay, that's a thing. All right. So that is access into swamp. So this will be an interesting decision on Malkier's part. Do they want to dive into TR at this point? I mean, maybe while you're up here, maybe might as well. because you're not going to be able to portal save. Okay, we got Pyramid Fairy. Pyramid Fairy with nothing, so that's not the answer. Yeah, I mean, we know that Meyer is not God Meyer. Anyway, the big key is in the main hallway. So trying to see what is their next step here. I would. Okay, Hobo, I guess. I'm hoping Malkier is not going to go into Ice Palace. I minimum you would do Swamp first. And yeah, it's kind of odd that they have to ask what they were thinking at this point. I mean, you could pretty much get all the way to Laser Bridge, and if you're up there, you may as well scout that out. I mean, you could, yeah, they could save the portal. I mean, they're not gonna be able to do Swamp because you're gonna have to get rid of your portal for that. But I guess you could, dip Ice. But again, that's a pendant. And unless you're thinking of doing a blind ped pull, which is it's possible. You haven't ruled out pedestal for Ice Rod. Yeah, I think as long as you don't have to make another portal. So I guess that's why Swamp you can't save the portal because you have to use the mirror. But yeah, Hobo you can do that. And here we go. Here's our Meyer play. And we know this was nothing in Meyer. It's going to be only good for the red crystal. Yoinkerswife going through pod. Full clear of pod. Alright, so runners will be kind of retracing through each other's steps here. Don't forget to give a follow to our runners here, Malkier and Yoinkerswife, putting on a good show for us in this seed. This kind of let's see how trolly this is going to get, but getting to it pretty well. At this point, it's really just following the item chains, and they're doing a good job of that. So yeah, make sure you give them a follow. Now, I think after this, Yoinkerswife might only have the mountain. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. It's already done Meyer, already did Pyramid Fairy. Yeah, it might just be Dark Death Mountain. Yeah, Malkier has kind kind of extra swamp option. Okay, Malkier also doing a cutscene chest. Again, not unreasonable, because this is one of those checks that if there's something here and you skip it, it's pretty much the last location. And I've seen some very recent races that this was really the case, so there's no fault to ever, if you want to be thorough and check this, just get this out of the way. Unless you find both items early, then you don't have to do this then. Unless it's the big key. Okay, good for Malkier to see that, because now I just should be able to just rush to the back now, because that's should be both items out of Meyer at this point. Yeah, I gotta wonder that. I'm wondering, did they not have another small key? Did maybe they didn't unlock the door above the spike room with the chest there? I mean, the other key was in the big chest. You know, we're probably going to see Swamp before that, and then maybe even Spike Cave. And if there's nothing in there, that's probably going to be a last location. Oh no, you still have Ice Palace. Who's see if either player is going to be dipping a pendant ice, unless you're thinking a pedestal play here. I mean, that would be pretty mean if Pedestal has Ice Rod. At that point, I'd just assume the book is in GT at that point. Why not force you into a blind ped pull? Yeah, you know, it could be that trolley as well. I think I have seen that a couple times. You know, pedestal having the book that leads to the go mode item. I mean, not necessarily the ice rod, but like something else. But I think it was ice rod in that case. Yeah, I might ask on that if they are if they're okay with the post-race interview after. My guess is they didn't have a small key to unlock the upper door, but I didn't pay attention to whether or not they had opened that door even. Okay, so Yoinkerswife up into the mountain, which I think that's the only place she can go. Yeah, that and the big chest had I believe had a small key, so could have picked one up from there. But you know, whatever. Just got the level done. It's just take it and move on. Okay, so this is Pyramid Fairy for Malkier. The Yoinkerswife is going to get those flippers, and let's see if we're gonna get a actual dive into TR. I mean, that would be funny if like the first chest or the right side, the fire rod locked area has ice rod. I was like, well, that was right at the start of the level. But we'll see. We'll see what's in there. Okay, I think we're going to have our first check of first look into Turtle Rock here. Oh, maybe not. Wait, are they gonna actually? No, my gosh, no, she's floating away. She's just following those flippers. Yeah, and watches like Laser Bridge as Ice Rod. It's like, you know, it's been there the whole time, and it could have gone there a long time ago. I mean, to be fair, it would be their 7th crystal, so I guess. Yeah, so they're both going to be doing Swamp at this point. I've got to think they'll be doing left side. Yeah, isn't this thing kind of like they're not that far apart from each other now, isn't it? Only like maybe like a minute or something now. It's not that much time. Not much of a time difference now. Yep, there we go. Here's left side swamp. When the last thing you want to do is at this point leave it behind and then whoopsies. I mean, they've been very thorough. I'm trying to think what other checks we've got left here outside of TR. I think just Spike Cave. I don't think there's anything else left. Alright, well, we're about to see left side swamp here. And no, Yoinkerswife's gonna be doing the same thing, so that's gonna be an offset right there. Gonna be equal. Got here, okay, nothing on the first chest. Okay, well, vanilla big key, fine. At least you don't have to take another trip back in here. You just let them go through the whole thing here, and nope, nothing big chest. Again, watch as now if let's say they do TR and it blanks out, oh, that's gonna be bad because that you really have to start thinking about ped ice rod. Well, more money. I wonder if we've actually found all our 300s. So let's assume there's nothing in swamp. Almost want to think that they're probably going to search out Spike Cave first, get that lone checked out, and then go to TR, like, finally, because there's, like, nowhere else to go. Yeah, I mean, I think they had the means to get pretty much all the way down to, like, Laser Bridge. And even if you find nothing, you know, the return trip is not nearly as long. Because you've at least done all the stuff. So, the return trip is a little bit faster. You know, it doesn't take nearly as long to do a second run through TR if you have to. Let's see. Are they gonna? Let's see if either one's gonna take the temptation to go into a pendant ice here. It doesn't look like it. Probably gonna see Spike Cave. Hey, imagine if they find the book in there in Spike Cave. No, not gonna go to Spike Cave. And you find the book, you're gonna go do a pet check at that point. And it's like, you know, you can do TR at some point. Just pick your point when you want to do it. Or if, like, imagine, like, the first check is the book. They may actually just leave and do Ether Tablet, which is not unreasonable. I have actually seen that play come about and it actually worked. Okay, so I think we can now finally say we're going to be taking our first look into Turtle Rock here. Okay, so first look in here. I mean, if we find, like, Ice Rod early on, it'd be like, whoops, well... I mean, granted, Ice Rod's only good for TR anyway. Okay, so what do we have in here? Okay, nope, small key, that's fine. Alright, got double TR here, so Yoinkerswife just really is a matter of seconds behind here. Finally taking their run into Turtle Rock. Yeah, at least, yeah, if one of them had gone into Pendant Turtle, or Pendant Ice, that would be a... That's a really big gamble you're taking there. I mean, the potential that still could be the case. Yeah, they might actually have to go into Pendant Ice if Turtle Rock has nothing in it. If it doesn't have the Ice Rod. Pretty much like neck and neck right now. Literally like within the same room at this point. This is gonna be just a few seconds apart. Okay, let's see. Lava chest. Oh, yeah. I think a lot of us are saying this, right? What do you know? Ice Rod was in TR. Yeah, I mean, if one of them had done this earlier, I mean, you just have to climb the mountain to go to GT at that point. But yeah, both runners in go mode, and this is this is gonna be really close now. and not sure why Malkier's going into Mimic Cave. Because there's in Gomo, unless you find silvers in here or something. Should know it's in. They should know they're in Go mode at this point. Yoinkerswife is beelining it through TR. I mean, silvers at this point is, I mean, that could be on pedestal, and that's not going to be worth the time. It could be an pendant ice. I mean, at this point, I would almost bet it's probably just going to be in GT silvers, just by item density. Okay, so laser bridge, that's got cape. And there's the small key, and no, she's gonna check the other two out. Other two items here. Okay, well, gold sword, fine. We'll take that. That's a nice find. So that makes Ganon phase 1 and 2 basically free. You don't need spin attacks anymore. Yeah, gold sword. I believe it lets you do zero cycle on Trinex. Very good first phase of Trinex on Yoinkerswife side. Should be a pretty easy phase 2. There we go. So that is should be 7 crystals for her now. I think we've basically done about every dungeon in the game outside of ice. Okay, so it should be 7 crystals. So, let that go into Ganon's tower. You got the big key. Try to figure out where that is. Put your guesses in chat. 1 through 22, where you think the big key will be located. I'll probably just go with like, I'll just go like 11. It's in the middle. And there we go, Malkier getting that Trinex fight done. Getting their 7th crystal. Okay, so Yoinkerswife into GT. It was about 142.30. 4-ish, something like that. Okay, so right side, so 1 and 2, nope. So no small key. So check 3, just a small key. Okay, going to 4 through 7. think there's usually at least one small key in this room. I don't know if it's like mandatory, but I think there's usually going to get at least one small key in that room, maybe two, or I think one time seen 3 in that room. Okay, so Yoinkerswife doing full left. Oh, well, there it is, in the double firebar room. Okay, so that was check, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, looks like. So looking through the chat here, it looks like a whole SETI with the exact guess of 8. Congratulations. And win yourself some bragging rights here. Okay, Malkier, you're not too far behind. About to get to their big key. Yeah, look, you didn't have to go like all the way down to like Ice Armos or something. I mean, it's pretty close here, so. And actually, I think I know some people pointed out in chat with Malkier that you might be right. Maybe he's looking for silvers at this point. Yeah, the thing is, we don't know where it is. I easily could just be on pedestal, and you're not going to go out of your way to get that. That's a big detour. Oh boy, well, there's the book. I mean, book and GT. I mean, luckily the ice rod wasn't on pedestal. that would have been a blind ped pull there. Okay, well, I guess we can see what's in these other chests here. Another shield. Yoinkerswife, I would think maybe we'll search the top chest. You know, might as well take a look. It doesn't take too much time to at least scout out the 4 checks up there. Yeah, I think in terms of silverless, probably the standard is going to be like Temper Sword silverless. That's why what should have is the baseline to get down, and then you work up from there to like Master Sword silverless, which okay, that one can be a challenge. But Temper Sword silverless is probably going to be your standard. Well, nice bombos up there. I mean, that would be funny if this last chest just happened to be silvers anyway. I was like, oh, well, just got that. That's nice to have on hand. Yeah, I think with Master Sword Silvers, the problem is when you get used to you doing silverless. Yeah, I see runners like when they're doing like doubles and triples on Ganon. There's like a bit of a timing to that, and it's kind of hard to get back to the kind of the vanilla game where you have to actually hit early. So a lot of times you end up doing damage instead of stunning Ganon. Yeah, because Master Sword Silvers, it's kind of awkward because you have to. You're more used to swinging when to get damage rather than trying to stun. I mean, tempered silvers or gold silvers, gold sword silvers is fine. You don't have to spin attack. Okay, Yoinkerswife is through Aga 2 onto Ganon. So Gold Sword will at least make the first couple phases easy. I guess we could take some guesses where silver arrows are. I mean, at this point, I'm just gonna say it's either at minimum Ice Palace, if not Pedestal. I mean, if it says like Dark World, that might very well be Spike Cave because that's one of those few checks we haven't done yet in the overworld. Yeah, it's still GT. We didn't get all the way down to the basement. Let's see how trolly the game wants to be on this. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, not too surprised about that. In a Panda Nice. And you don't know how deep that is. I mean, that could be all the way at Cold Stare, for all we know. Okay, so Yoinkerswife on to Phase 4. I think this is just 12 spins. Yeah, that's kind of where you have to kind of swing a little bit on the later side. I think you could just use standard slashes, but I think the timing is a lot tighter versus spin attacks, so I think you have a bit more room to work with. Luckily we got like all the safeties, so this should not be too big an issue. Shouldn't have too much left on Ganon. Yeah, the spin attack basically just gives you a bit more room to work with. There we go. Okay, Ganon is down. For Yoinkerswife. Get your GGs in chat for Yoinkerswife, who is going to be taking this race up to the finish time of 1:52.37. All right, GGs. Alright, we're joined in chat by our winner, Yoinkerswife. GG's.
Thank you, and I have no idea how I pulled that off.
Yeah, this seed, Yeah, a little bit weird. I think both of you actually being very thorough. I think both of you ended up diving into TR like at the very end, and of course the ice rod's just sitting in there, pretty much for free. I mean, pendant ice was still there, but luckily neither of you went into that place. We found you learned silvers are in Ice Palace.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I hit Hera basement just because, and there was ether, and then I did the other side of the mountain, got mitts, and went checked the Turtle Rock medallion. I was like, oh, it's a good thing I went to the basement Hera.
Yeah, both of you actually, again, were very thorough, because there are a lot of places here that easily, like Hera Basement is very easy to ditch. And, but I think at that point you were still looking for, like, Dark World access, so that might have made it a little easier to do Hera Basement.
No, but because the mountain had all of those checks over on the east side, and I started with Hera. And a lot of times people will go up and they'll do all the stuff they get too easy, and then instead of doing the basement, they'll go to the east side.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
then maybe come back for basement. And if they'd gone east side before doing basement, then they wouldn't have come back to basement for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, if they go in there and that's pretty much going to be a last location. I mean, it's a little different if, say, you didn't have a fire source. And okay, that's fine. That's actually a little easier to get back there because you never even tried to check it.
Yeah, there is that. Yeah. But all I know is I left 18 places in the game unchecked.
There's not much. I think it was just mostly GT, Spy Cave, Pedestal, and Ice. That might have been about it.
Mimic Cave.
Oh, okay, yeah. You
So
once you saw the ice rod, you
places.
just go mode. Yeah. Once you got the ice rod, you just go moded.
There was no way I was not clearing Laser Bridge after I got the key, because what if those silvers were on Laser Bridge like they always are? I got Butter Sword, so I'm good with that.
Yeah, no, that actually did help. Makes Trinex and makes Ganon Phase 1 and 2 basically free. So.
Yeah, I've been out of Brando for almost a year though, and my Silverless Ganon has just gone to crap. So.
I mean, luckily, yeah. I mean, luckily you got all the safety, so you had plenty of time to just kind of practice up on it, kind of get the timing right. It looked like Malkier is trying to get through this Phase 4. I think he was trying to look for silvers, and if it's in Pendant Ice, you're not going to be able to find them. That's too long at that point. So, yeah, it's just... It
was like... When I finished up Swamp, I actually considered going to Ice just in case Ice Rod was there. And I was like, well, if Ice Rod's going to be there, then I'm going to want to have checked Turtle Rock first, just to know that it wasn't in Turtle Rock like it always is.
I mean, yeah, this time was that case. It was just, I was expecting like Laser Bridge to have Ice Rod. Seen that there too many times.
Oh, it made it difficult enough putting it in Lava Chest.
Okay, there we go. Alright, so Malkier getting the finish on Ganon there, so get your GGs in chat for Malkier. Be able to get that Silverless Ganon off. Pretty good job on that one, so...
Yeah.
We looked in the race room, it was like 158. What's his finish time?
But yeah, that was a seed.
Yeah, the logic was kind of weird because you had to, let's see, you had to do Eastern that had your hammer.
It also had the mirror.
Yeah, had a mirror as well. Then you had to take that to Mountain. You had to make sure you had to. Oh no, Fire Rod was up there, so that was free.
Yeah, that was in Spec Rock. And then Mitts on East Side gave you Dark World access, where then you needed to get your hookshot from Pod to get your flippers from Hookshot Cave. It was GG.
Okay,
Hey,
here,
GG.
welcome,
Thank you for the
Malkier.
race.
Yeah, hey, GG's Malkier.
Thank you.
Nice phase 4 again, because I assume you were probably looking for silvers for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of silverless cannons, so I checked a couple extra spots.
Yeah, and then when you saw it was in Pendant Ice, I was like, nah, that's gonna be a big hassle at that point. And
Yeah.
but you got through it. Luckily, you had enough safeties, enough room to work with. Got through the silverless Ganon fight.
I had 0 deaths, so I mean, I'll take it. That's good for me. I like to tank with my face, so to have a seed with 0 deaths is good for me.
Yeah, I think you two were both very, very thorough in this because I don't think there was a lot left that was unchecked. And I mean, good thing being thorough did pay off because Hera Basement could have easily would throw off a lot of people, because a lot of people would likely skip that and they get the mitts and then they get sidetracked and then they don't come back to Hera Basement for who knows how long at that point.
Yeah.
Sorry, my kitties. Demanding dinner. Yeah, how'd you like that ice rod placement?
Yeah, so I was kind of wondering, I think both of you went into, you were kind of right at the entrance of Turtle Rock, and I think I was thinking, okay, well, maybe they're gonna at least step in it. They got everything they need, just missing the ice rod, and maybe they can at least get to Laser Bridge and see what's down there. And then every time we see I think you got the flippers, and I was like, oh wait, you might actually get pulled away in the swamp at that point.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's a little low, but yeah, I can hear.
So yeah, Ice Rod was a thing that existed. I was trying to go mode Swamp and Mire because I hate Mire with a passion. My routing in it is terrible, so I was trying not to have to route all of Mire. So I did a couple extra checks to avoid that. That's why I did Pyramid and Catfish. So I was trying to not do Mire.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering. I think you might not have unlocked the door going up from that spike room because I saw you kind of going all the way around.
Yeah, I lost the key somewhere, and I couldn't remember which one I lost, so I just kind of walked around it.
Yeah, because it didn't help that Vitreous had one. I think the big chest had the other small key in this case. So
yeah, that was the one I was missing then. Yeah, all in all, I mean, I was glad I didn't die to Moth, and I went into him with 2 hearts and Green 2 and X, so I'm glad I didn't die.
I'm trying to remember, were you the one that used the burner strats on?
Yeah, I did.
Moth? And because I was thinking, well, okay, you're probably gonna have to punch your other blue potion. I'm like, oh no, you have burner strats. I'm like, okay, well that might actually work here. So that's good. And luckily it did work, so you didn't have to use any of your potions. I think you used a potion up to that point, but that's fine. You've got tons of money, a bunch of bottles. You may as well just throw as many safeties in there as you can.
Yeah, I had 1 blue in my pocket. I used 1 blue on on blind. I had one blue going into him, but I thankfully had burner right before I went in, so yeah, I did the burner him off, and I managed to get through it. But yeah, Yoinkers, GG, thank you for the series. It was a pleasure to play with.
Thank you for the race. I really enjoyed it. GG.
Yep, GG, and thank you for doing the commentary picks. I appreciate you.
Yeah, it's a good commentate on this race, and just again, it's kind of almost a full inventory, almost found everything here. And again, here's an example. Again, being thorough, actually in this case, kind of did pay off. A few key spots there. So, but yeah, GG's to both of you. Good races here.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, any final thoughts from either of you?
No, just GG Yoinkers, and thank you, and thank SpeedGaming, of course.
GG Malkier, thank you for the restream picks. And to everyone, please remember that you are the reason that somebody smiles every day. And today it was me.
Okay, so I'm gonna wrap this up here. So yeah, GG's to both our runners here, Malkier and Yoinkerswife. Good race. Very entertaining for us to watch here. Pretty much finding everything. Got through the race. Got through the seed. Thanks to the chat. And also big thanks to the Speed Gaming team, like all the people behind the scenes. Because I know last couple weeks there were some issues with on the Speed Gaming, like the streams are kind of just cutting off on and off. But I think they had worked hard behind the scenes to get this back up and running for us. So hopefully not going to have any more of these technical hiccups here. So, but this one ran pretty well. I think I've watched a few other races before that also seem to be pretty good on the fixes here. Okay, so we finished up with this race. Looking at the schedule, tomorrow on Speed Gaming, there is a race at 11 Eastern, Phoenix and Kataman 941. So it's 11 a.m. Eastern time. So if you're able to be awake at that time, you can swing by the Speed Gaming channel to watch. Should be another good race between those two players. Alright, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. I am Pixcalibur, and we'll see you guys in the next race.
Night.